What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with you. Video to talk about a little bit of things. Fishing channel is started now. Today's video is going to be about largemouth on the wall mounted crappie and one red ear. A couple stories behind each of them. So, I got my dad's mounts and I got my mounts. So I'm going to show you a few of them. There's a story behind each one of them. So I'm going to get to it right now and I'm going to talk to you guys about each mount that was done. Biggest one on the wall is 8 pounds. So that's my dad's mount. We'll talk about that one and stuff. So here we go. These are my dad's mounts. Right here. We're going to start with the bottom one, the smallest one of my dad's mounts. 5.5 pound largemouth. It's caught in the boat. I helped my dad lip it. Caught in a dollar lure. All of my dad's fish were caught in dollar lures, believe it or not. This one right here, 7 pounds, 2.2. We'll say 7 pounds and a quarter. Lost three-quarters of a pound due to lost water weight. And yes, fish can lose water weight. This one right here, that's a 6 pounder. Second, the biggest of my dad's largemouth. It was caught with my grandma. My grandma, the first time she went fishing in Illinois, my dad caught it on a spinnerbait as well. Nice largemouth as well. Top one right there. It's a black crappie. That was caught at Woodmont 12 years ago during my great aunt Barb's 50th anniversary wedding party. Dad was using a dew worm. Got it mounted, and there's a picture of me when I was younger up there with my dad. My dad's deceased now, lost him 3 months ago as well. So that's my dad's mounts, stories behind everything of that. Good nature. Right here, I got that one done. That was my 4.5 pound largemouth. I got more. My 5 pound 2 ounce is going to get mounted. I caught it at Snake Den in Victoria. Not telling you where at. But the reason why I got that one mounted is because it was caught on barbless hooks, and it'd be cool to have a, you got to have barbs and hooks to be able to catch them, be able to have them stay on the hook. That one didn't, gave me a fight. The other one I caught that day was a 4 pound 2 ouncer, and on my favorite topwater lure is a hula popper. Now we're going to go over here. There's a cool story behind that red ear. It's a 1.25 pound 11 incher. It was the first summer. I just got done with my junior year in high school. My dad wakes me up about 6 o'clock in the morning. We got to the water probably about 7 o'clock. Dad already caught like a 4.5 to 5 pound largemouth that morning. I also hooked that in a dew worm, feeling a little good about myself. Then when it bit, I thought I had a good sized largemouth on about 4 or 5 pounder the way he was fighting. Come to find out, I started telling my dad, we're mounting it. And it was a big little red ear as well on the dew worm. Those are the mounts. Yeah, my dad is deceased now, so I do have his fish. Got him cleaned up as well. I'm going to be getting I'm going to be getting a tripod and everything. The canal, I'm going to be out there fishing this spring, mainly for largemouth, because I know they're in there. People say there's no largemouth in there. Well, I call it a bunch of baloney because there is largemouth in there. And the reason why you guys can't really catch them is because you guys don't know what you're doing. See, me, I've learned from the best, and I've heard from the worst. The best stating what I've took information and process to use that to be able to catch largemouth to the knowledge they gave me. People say, oh yeah, there's largemouth, they're only about 2.5 pounds. No, there's not. I've seen my buddy Luke, he caught a 4 pound 7 ouncer. Not gonna tell you where and not where at in the water. I've heard somebody catch a 9 pounder over the spring out there. And my buddy Luke has also caught 2 10 pound largemouth back in the day in the 90s on a spinnerbait. But now, if you really think about it, largemouth are more harder to catch these days than they were back then because not everybody was into fishing. So now, fishing, everyone's into, but it's a 10 pounder, which is a double digit. It's hard to catch. But I'll tell you right now, my 2021 resolution is catching a 50 pound plus flathead and a double-digit largemouth. And the reason how I'm going to catch that double-digit largemouth is I'm not going to use no artificial baits, no fake baits. I'm going to use live baits. With there's snow on the ground, between March is where bass are pre-spawn. That's where you're going to get your biggest largemouth. You got to know what to use. You got to be smarter than the average fish just to be able to catch that fish. You can't just say, oh, they're going to bite on that, they're going to bite on this. No, you have to be smarter than the average fish. So, me, I'll tell you what line I like to use. Okay, I'm not going to hide it from nobody. It's the best line out there. Forget braid, forget Cajun, no, forget braid, forget Rapala Suffix, forget regular Berkley Trilene. Berkley Big Game Mono is the #1 line out there. I use 15 pound. I know it's a little too heavy, but I use 15 pound. But I set my drag just right enough that I don't need to I'll set the hook on a fish, but it's going to be set right to where that fish runs with the drag and it's not going to snap my line. It's not about, line is different. Mono stretches, braid. About braided line, you can cast it out with the lure and you can reel a 6 pound largemouth topped across the water. Braided line is garbage. Rapala Suffix line is terrible and trash. Too many tangles, too many knots when you cast. So by far, I learned from the best. And I took knowledge from people that I know. Mono is the best line, hands down. I'm not a big fan of braid. I used it for 2 years. It gave me so many problems. Mono is by far my favorite. But yeah, it's crazy as it seems, but y'all can pick your own lines. But I tell you right now, mono stretches. That's the best part about it. It's going to take longer for that line to snap than your average braid and your regular line would. So I'm going to hop off here, guys. I'm just going to, like I told you guys, give you guys a little sum up of mounts, about some line, and what else about, I don't know, but I'll be coming back at you with another live video. Not live, but I'm going to be doing another video tomorrow for y'all before I have to go to work or when I get off of work. So I want y'all to stay tuned and peace out.